What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. I'm here with Ethan, and as you guys can see, we're out here on track today. We are going to be doing another rallycross here with Lone Star Rallycross. But today is going to be a little bit different. Instead of just having you come along with us to see what we do out here on track, we're actually going to do a walkthrough on what a day here looks like, what you can expect from rallycross, and really what rallycross is. For those of you who are unfamiliar with rallycross or anything rally related, welcome to the club, because I was there with you just about 7 months ago. My previous experience had included some minor drag race events, autocrossing, road racing, and drifting. I actually happen to work for RTR Vehicles, the largest and most successful drift team in all of Formula Drift history. And through that, I've been able to go on a lot of really cool adventures and meet a lot of really cool people, like this dumbass right here, Brian Garcia Tirado. Brian actually has his own YouTube channel, Tirado Racing, and he's also appeared on Netflix. Subtle flex, but whatever, he still sucks. Brian used to be a member of the team at Leaf Johnson Ford, who is one of our RTR authorized dealers. After working on a couple of projects together, Brian and I actually became really good friends, and he invited me out to a Red Bull exclusive event. This was hosted in Austin ahead of the Austin Grand Prix for Formula One. One thing that was really awesome was this was hosted at Rally Ready, and during the event, they allowed myself, Brian, and Isaac to hop behind the wheel of their school cars. This is my first time ever in a rally car or racing on dirt whatsoever, and I was instantly hooked. I turned to the boys and said, yeah, I'm gonna do this. I started looking for Subarus and Lancers and something that could be a cheap entry vehicle to go rallycrossing with that I wouldn't have to worry about getting damaged. So naturally, I bought a $50,000 GR Corolla. The next part of this puzzle was trying to figure out how do I really get started into rallycross, because I did it completely backwards and started with the car first. If you're like me, you start Googling rallying and you see all these cars with the $2,000 to $10,000 suspensions, full roll cages, racing through the woods at 100 miles an hour. A lot of people don't realize that you can get started in rallycross. One question I've been asked multiple times since starting this is, how is it that you translate rallycross into rally racing? They seem totally different. And on several levels they are. But the main fundamental is going out and racing it in the dirt and gravel. And for that, you need to understand car control. And you've got to start at the base the same way a lot of people do with autocross before they step up to going on track racing. And the great thing about rallycross is it is one of the easiest sports to get into with the lowest barrier to entry. When I take my car out to COTA, I am spending anywhere between $350 all the way up to $600, $800, depending on who is hosting the event, what group I'm put into, and how many sessions I get out there on track. But with rallycross, these events are costing me $60 every time I go. $50 for SCCA events, which I'm a member of, which is a drastic difference from going out and trying to road race. So now you have the car, you found out where you're gonna go rallying, what do you need to bring with you? Every time I head out, I start with what I call my go bag. Inside my go bag, I'm gonna have some necessities that I take to the track every single time. Here I have my helmet, some GoPros, my shoes. I bring a pump with me that I got from my Mustang in case I need to adjust tire pressures, gloves because I just like to use them, tire pressure gauge, some tape, I have a mallet in case anything breaks, and some bug spray. Inside my bag here, you'll see a bunch of different tie-down straps and ropes. This is in the event that for any reason I get stuck. And then of course, since I'm a drifter, I know to always bring with me zip ties. But the main things I never leave home without: the helmet, my race shoes, and my gloves. For these events, it's always best to sign up ahead of time, but some events will allow you to sign up and pay the day of. One thing that's really great about rally is you can really show up with any car that you want as long as it's safe and not something that would be a direct tip over problem. You'll see so many people show up with vehicles that they've towed in and they've completely gutted, to people that show up driving the car that they'll be racing that day, and they'll probably drive home and take to work that following Monday. Rallycross is going to be very similar to autocross in that there's going to be different classes set up. If you have a factory vehicle that you've done absolutely nothing with, you're going to fall into one of the stock classes, and that will either be front wheel drive, rear wheel drive, or all wheel drive. You then step into the prepared classes. These are people that have done minor modifications to improve the performance of their vehicle. Make sure to always check the rule book of the sanctioning body that you're racing with to see what makes you fall underneath those categories. And then you get to the mod class. The modified classes are going to be the people who have either completely gutted their vehicle, engine swaps, horsepower boosts, full cages, people who are there to really throw down and whoop the crap out of everybody else. Once I get there, I get checked in, I start putting the numbers on my vehicle. You'll see some people there that have the standard sticker numbers, or maybe they even have their own magnetic plaque that they can put on the side of their car. I just go the route that a lot of people do, where you just put painter's tape on the outside of your vehicle with your class and your number. After that, I'll mount all my GoPros in the initial locations that I want them to get filming, and then I'll change them throughout the race. After that, I'll remove anything that could be a problem for me in the car. My floor mats, anything that was in the trunk like my go bag. That way that stuff isn't getting tossed around. Once that's all taken care of, I'll go out and do the track walk. Just scout the track ahead of time to get an idea of your markers and understand the layout before you get out there. I always take Ethan out there with me to walk around so that he can kind of give me pointers, and since he's my co-driver, he can always get into his brain and figure out, hey, what does Jordan need to do here, here, and here? Again, you don't have to do this. You don't need a co-driver to do this. For me, it's really fun and it's a bonding experience for me and my kid. As you're walking the track, you're gonna see a lot of similarities between this and autocross. Each race is gonna start off and you'll cross through a laser beam similar to what you have here. One of these beams starts at the finish line to start your time, and there's another one at the end to end your time. When you walk out, you're gonna have your vertical cone and your pointer cone. Your vertical cone and your pointer cone are going to be telling you, hey, this is your clipping point and this is the direction you need to go around that cone. If you have two vertical cones, that's what's called a gate. Once you get out on track, you're going to make sure that you maneuver around these cones and hit as few as possible, because unlike with autocross, where it's your top time of the day, all your times count. They get added together and it creates your overall time. They want you to get used to a stage rally that you'll see once you move up into actual rally. So there's no throwaway laps here, so make sure every single one of them counts. Like with any track event, each day is going to start off with a driver's meeting. The people hosting are going to come out there, hopefully get you excited about the day like they do here at Lone Star Rallycross, and then also let you know your run groups. Okay, so you have your run groups, you know that you're going to go out there and you're going to be racing in Group 1. Time to line up and hit the track. As you pull into grid, some people will have parade laps where you'll go out there and get a feel for the track at slow speeds, normally 10 to 15 miles an hour. After you come in, they're going to start sending you. get out of her, right? I feel like I slowed up a little bit too much there near the end, but it is what it is, my friend. You know what I'm saying?
So weird.
One thing that I can honestly say about Rallycross that I absolutely love, unlike some motorsports that I've been to, everybody here is truly here for everybody else. They will help you with your car, give you pointers, root for you when you're doing good, and if you're losing, they're gonna help bring you back up so you get hyped for the next run. I have never met a better group of people in my entire life in the motorsports world, and I'm happy to be a part of it. But if you are asking yourself how I did in this last event.
All right, so stock 4 in 3rd place is Dennis. In 2nd place, Cassandra. And in 1st place, Jordan Wheeler. Congratulations.